could not afford transplants, could not afford dialysis, 400 cedis a week. What do you mean? Do you know how much taxes they check out every day? The cost of living.
Lady your buy in Ibekai Occupy Jilobi protest I was trendy ye palm. Or no, and I better just say after protest no ye di a free ejumomu. Na emu details there a dorsal no be and I'm a bob on me day a barber summum. On the 21st of September, Edekwesi 23rd September, na Occupy Jilobi house protest no etumi ekọ so e Ghana say ehun say celebrities and influentials bebre na etisi mountain so edi omo ya odi eni omo hia asem ekoto aban no enim na otie nsem omo kan de na e wo placard so a oman no emu ayeden oto ade ayento enema boa na ekostro unemployment so e na sese aye boachi bi de kan ho asem Ghana say yen kan wie intina most of them no omo ye youth a Sia mountain so anachese omani abra na enye is na protest no so within enamiensa na day 3 no na sa video we na trendy on social media lady ani din edna si bawa na wo hwe se de na ni eden ono ankasa ye de microphone begina nim na watie gina ekikam ekasa na ne titiri nyina ene se health system ekoso organ hase no enkoyie nti wo sa aban ni timi hwe na okeka nsem bebre ene emafo praise no eboni dim fise ne video no trendy ya na ye friend say ye penso ono ne ya santo a watimi edi anim akọ protest na after video no na beto jase na si babawa na adwuma mu omayi na di edi every honum ne nyina efa protesti ho nsensema ebeto dwa e social media na ono akasa ababonten abekasa edi afa ho wuti nsema wo kan che so odwen ho a wonte ase ukopie mu nso e Twitter trendy e honum a Twitter boys BTS ka official mu nyina de omho ewra mu bi o make post edi afa ho say enti Ghana ye ho nkyere ye nya adwuma nye woto ade ane boy de na ye meka ya asem enkyere aban na afenso e wa adwuma no so mu ye di afri adwuma ma na eno so e question ba ye bi say ho e wo social media na nasiba ono ankasa se da medical kan obe chechire ni nsemu after protest no kwa adwuma mu de course nyina no wo de aba betudwa Zavio Construction and Services or more in the crime Mohammed semi ebe sumom yenim se bronya by do say obi apese ne fie enye neat na enye fair what I know so wusi na unwi akakra ne wawie ope company on be ne fefefe wie ne ntem e de amount na renovation bi enso hia no be ne fefefe de amount se ba ne painting tiles bi na hia cameras e wo fe plasterboard installation Zavio for edi ho dwuma mo numbers egu screen so betumi afre na ne omo edi ensa wo se telegraph ya to nyina no on be bi amo wani beji ho yie pa for mo numbers no frɛ na ne mu eni ɛsawso na si babawa ne nsam no nkyeremu na ɔde abetodwane nkone nkotie mu yie from no ankasa na num emra.
The teacher, his father is a teacher, gave over 30 years of his life to the service, could not afford transplants, could not afford dialysis, 400 cedis a week. What do you mean? Do you know how much taxes they check out every day? The cost of living.
You just had my handle. I've worked there, and I don't know it to be partisan, and that's why I'm trying not to. I keep saying that I don't want that connection because if I knew that the company was partisan, then maybe I can say that because it's partisan, it's fair enough to come towards to or to pin this thought, but I don't know it to be partisan, and I wasn't told that was the reason. And another thing is I wasn't rebuked for going to the protest, even though my video went viral. I was not rebuked for it. So you get that. So it's like a plain white sheet. So it's really hard to say that it's because of this, it's because of that, or maybe I was rebuked. When I got to work on Monday, I was rebuked, or they sort of questioned me, or a comment was passed that made it look like, we're not okay. No, none of that. If it's because of it, fair enough, there's always a price to pay for everything. My uncle would tell me that you went to a protest and there is a price to pay for everything, and this is the price, and that's okay. You know.
Wait, your uncle said what?
My uncle says that there is a price to pay for everything. Yes, they said, like I said, they said they had.
You were sick. You took days off with permission. Okay, so let me read that part of the scene.
And they had
they said when I was sick and took days off with permission, he hired someone to replace me. That was 3 weeks ago. Why abruptly ending it now? The math is not mathing. Yeah. So you took sick leave 3 weeks ago. No, you returned actually. You took some days of sick leave and then returned. And I've been working for the past 3 weeks before the protest. And then 48 hours after the protest, you come back to work, then you're told that, you remember the sick leave you took 3 weeks ago whilst you were away? We got another person, and the person is going to start work in October.
I think that for me, I didn't pay much. I mean, when I even tried to think about it, I also tried to think about the company because I've also heard where people have been let go for like health purposes because the company feels like we can't really rely on you. The only reason why I was thinking was, oh, when I came, why was I not told that this was what was happening, and so that I could, you know, like sort of just ready myself, you know, if that was what it was, you know. But also, people don't owe me. I just want to say that, like, I'm trying to, I understand, or I'm attempting to understand all the parties involved and just understand that, or maybe that's not it, it's something else.
She says she's not worried and will continue to fight for a better healthcare system. Last week, Nasiba was part of the panelists for the Joy News event on the dialysis crisis. As she said, the country continues to fail its citizens.
And the only thing that stands between you and death is dialysis, and you cannot even access it. And we had the Kolebu CEO, why they cannot even open it to OPD cases. You know, and that's what stands in between you and death. So you are just dying not because your body is failing you, but because your country is failing you, and that shouldn't even be.
Labour expert Senor Ejabin says Nasiba's employers erred in terminating her contract.
There are grounds for termination of employment under our labour laws, and therefore, if the termination of employment is not in accordance with those grounds, then of course there are legal remedies for which an employee can go through any adjudication process to get some justice. You will have to present a defense, an argument properly so that proving that one, you had a contract of employment that was active and that it was terminated either in breach of the contract of employment, the labor law, or your rights under the 1992 Constitution. So it is then would need to go into the circumstances a lot more to know exactly what she can do. But yes, if she was terminated on the basis that she took time off with permission and came back and she was replaced, then of course that does not constitute the ground under the labor laws and hence take legal action.
I was on for a way and in a see Babawa Ninsama de Abetujam after certain video a call viral. Occupy Jilobi House protest that were dear demo a year the day a Kasama and Nema Enkoyi Ewagan has say various hospitals near Yelake or Honme Namsuma and Nipa Airway, especially to say kidney dialysis have been once my baby burn afedie or Kwajuma and no say in a D ever home. Now way any update Abba Amidi Abramuti on Wankasana Numa Sama was one of the when Nim say protest 90 and as and baby be a corso and a way who dear Fane and Tremuno Ninsabitu. I can also copy on social media. I want for comment on model by NSM. I am not politicians in baby now. I want more other business or on my private work. Into baby saying we were named now we yet now 1 year. A bit to me affected. A benum to H room say ain't Ghana a bay ye ne all kind of crack and a ye you a day at their free edge. So to me the comment after comment section on our show wondering at the afahon. Now Miss Russian so sell what UK now bring your bell per self for name be Emra Ghana and as well Ghana person called Tony be able UK say entade empabwa edwani aye de cars bibia no ope reliable company on bebo no wetima ship on your mano every UK straight e de Ghana straight to doorstep there and one best do door to door shipping for one numbers no go screen so free na nim penny for any and so and say me afei e na aboba by one sem de eguso de ni ADH foforo bi afri hoba mesan so e da ba so mo betima follow me on Instagram Kachre Akusua Makram
chacha obi bia bakasafoni so me did the traditional doctor Isa Nyameche Ameda Africa champion herbal clinic no e work Kumasi Crodium here Kwabre district me neighbor fodu asieye no anadi enumhwe ye adwuma anopa no nson ekoka enwumre no num de biara da yare bia abetra nso aye kronkro fa wani enhwe baby a twa wani hwe Africa Champion Herbal Clinic ya ye eno ahodo a yare bia ejina homa na aduro ti safo sawudi yare na chin ama be oso krankro unhu baby amfamfa odadimi nyina abaye wo yare mini adofo ntwa woni hwe bia ema yare enka ho hye dem woti apokra ene da ase na wo yare ebeka wo last spend kra na meka echose nya didie na tugidi anamo na fasa yare na sa wo ahode a wo nkwa na wo ade nyina nso enta ema yare emfa ontra dem na sa wo tra dem a ana behu sa wo adofo ana sa no watamfo enecha obi timi send sika de kwache obi kwa abra wono anka so gidi tun so yare o say no onyanko enchen wa ho sa ho yare first eye futu kese na na mede mo menua sa wo fa bebo especially menua no me wa mana ne bosumi acha na bosumi mienu miensa bia o be send sika bra o madofo bi o munua bi o mbi bi abra wono anka se nim se wo yare na se wankasa wo anya ahoden amfa anya wadwuma ebe ye den na kira watimi di abra obi enti sa ho yare eye futu kese na mde ama